Hi everyone! Today we're making these lovely coneflower painting that's perfect for beginners. This is going to be a fun and easy tutorial, so let's get started. This is going to be a semi-loose painting in which I'll add minimal details and directly make the flowers without sketching them first. Take some cadmium yellow pale and make a half circle with it, and while it's still wet, add some cadmium red pale at the bottom. You want this part to be fairly saturated so that it really pops and looks good. Here I'm using a medium consistency paint, but if you want you can start with a lighter wash and then add more pigment to achieve that saturation. And for the petals, make a dilute mixture of alizarin crimson and some purple lace. Try to make them thin and long, and wider from the center and thinner from the edges. It's okay if they are not perfect. As we're aiming for that semi-loose look, make thin petals as best as you can, and don't overthink it. Now add little bit concentrated purple at the base of the petals to make them darker from there. I want these petals to be the lightest part of the painting, so I'm using a watery mix for this. While this is drying, let's make another flower at the back. Make a half circle with cadmium yellow pale. You can change this flower's orientation and its angle a bit if you want. And while it's still wet, add some cadmium red pale at the bottom. Now make the petals with the same color. And before making these petals, I'm not waiting for the upper section to be dry, because it's okay if some of the colors bleed into each other. One tip that might help you while making these petals is to start with little to no pressure, then gently increase it, and then slowly release the pressure as you approach the edge. Now let everything dry completely. Then, take a slightly darker value of the petal color and make the ones at the back. While these are still wet, I added some burnt umber to make them darker from the base. Again, don't overthink this part, and it's fine if you leave some white space in between each petal or even if their shapes aren't perfect. Now, repeat the same process for this flower. I'll now make the stem using sap green and keeping it darker on one side. And while that's still wet, I'm adding some alizarin crimson here. Similarly, make the stem for this flower. Add some texture here first with cadmium red pale, and then with burnt umber. Now mix Payne's Gray in the petal mixture and add some shadows. And I'm adding them mainly on the back. And for the front petals, I'm adding shadows just on the top. Now you can leave it as it is, or paint a background. And if you want to do a background, you can use any color of your choice. I'm using a dilute mixture of ultramarine blue and burnt umber. Hey, you can use any color or even multiple colors. It's completely up to you. So feel free to be as creative as you want with this. I'm just doing a simple wash, and the key for that is to be quick. So at the top I'll use a big brush and a smaller brush for other sections. And don't worry if you leave some white spots, that's also completely fine. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like this flower bookmark tutorial, so be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.